important is happening here. And I just wanted to come to sort of be part of that.
Visit ShireSociety.com to read and sign the Shire Society Declaration and learn the reasons why, if you love liberty, you should immigrate to the Shire. Plus, connect with others via the forum at ShireSociety.com. That's ShireSociety.com.
Should you be able to earn an honest living free from senseless government interference? The Institute for Justice thinks so. That's why we've spent years defending hard-working men and women from pointless government regulations. Nationwide, IJ has created opportunity by reducing government power, but there is still more work to be done. Visit our website today at ij.org. Let IJ take care of the government so you can take care of your business.
What if you want to hear the latest episode of Free Talk Live, but all you have is your phone, you forgot to download our archive, and you have no data connection? You can call our Listen line at 641-793-0191. That's a long-distance number, so you may incur charges. If not, listen as long as you want. 641-793-0191. The Free Talk Live Listen line, 641-793-0191.
Coming up next after the news, Hour 1 of the latest episode of Free Talk Live, here at listen.freetalklive.com.
From Feature Story News in Washington with the Week in Review, I'm Jagruti Dave. Data from the black box of a London-bound Air India flight that crashed earlier this month in Western India has been downloaded. The crash killed all but one passenger on board, making it the deadliest aviation tragedy in India in decades. Kshitij Nagar has more from New Delhi.
Accessing the data for the black box is key as investigators begin piecing together details that led to the crash. India's aviation ministry said in a statement that it would, quote, help reconstruct the sequence of events leading to the accident. Investigators are now hoping to begin sharing details with a preliminary report expected in 30 days. The Boeing 787 Dreamliner operated by Air India crashed moments after takeoff from the western Indian city of Ahmedabad, killing 260 people. 241 of them were passengers and crew.
Donald Trump is celebrating what he called a monumental victory for the Constitution after the US Supreme Court ruled in favour of curbing the lower court's power to issue nationwide injunctions. A number of federal judges had blocked the president's executive order to end birthright citizenship for the children of some immigrants, including those who've entered the US illegally. The Supreme Court was not directly examining the legitimacy of Mr. Trump's order to end automatic birthright citizenship. Rather, it was looking at whether or not a federal court could prevent presidential orders from being enacted nationwide. This is after judges in 3 states blocked Mr. Trump's action to end birthright citizenship, deeming it unconstitutional. The Supreme Court's 6-3 ruling means the president's order can go ahead in states which haven't challenged it, but only after 30 days, as the issue is further contested in the courts. Iran's supreme leader has appeared in public for the first time since US warplanes struck the country's nuclear facilities over the weekend. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei sought to downplay the impact of those strikes, claiming his country had delivered a harsh slap to America's face. Ira Spitzer reports.
Iran's 86-year-old supreme leader resurfaced after a week out of public view, speaking for more than 10 minutes in a pre-recorded broadcast on Iranian state television. Khamenei railed against the U.S. and Israel, which both dropped bombs on his country earlier this month as they sought to cripple Iran's nuclear program, with Israeli strikes killing a number of Iranian military officials and nuclear scientists. The Iranian leader said that U.S. President Donald Trump had exaggerated the impact of the U.S. bunker buster bombs on the country's underground nuclear facilities, saying the airstrikes had achieved nothing important.
North Korea is opening a landmark tourism zone on its east coast, according to the country's state media. Rebecca Bundan reports.
The Wonsan Kalma coastal tourist zone can accommodate about 20,000 visitors and includes hotels, restaurants and sports facilities, according to the official Korean Central News Agency. North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un toured and inaugurated the site at a ceremony this week, and it will open to domestic tourists next week. North Korea still hasn't fully lifted the travel curbs it imposed during the COVID-19 pandemic, though, which included a ban on foreign tourists.
From bureaus worldwide, this is FSN.
With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks, looking in more detail today at a remarkable story about the possibility of fresh medical breakthroughs being sparked by a deadly fungus found in the ancient tombs of the Egyptian pharaohs. The so-called Pharaoh's Curse was linked to the deaths of some archaeologists who were excavating those tombs in the last century. But now researchers at the University of Pennsylvania have modified some of the chemicals contained in the fungus and are using it to treat leukemia. Professor Elaine Bignell is a professor of medical mitochondria at the University of Exeter, specialising in human fungal pathogen research.
Any discovery of a bioactive molecule produced by a microorganism, in this case a fungus, that has a demonstrated useful purpose in human medicine is essentially a new penicillin, if you like, in terms of the magnitude of that discovery. So in the past, a lot of these discoveries were serendipitous, but now technology allows us to look at fungal genomes and the products that they produce and try to trace those with much more dexterity and accuracy than we ever could before.
Scientists involved in the research say the results of the study show that there are far many more medicines to be derived from natural products in the future. And they say the Pharaoh's tomb fungus is being looked at as a possible, much broader treatment for a variety of cancers.
A new report from the National Center for Education shows that an alarming 10% of U.S. high school students graduate without basic object permanence skills. According to the study, a growing number of American seniors are lagging behind their international counterparts when it comes to the crucial knowledge that things don't just disappear if you're not looking at them.
Because it exists even if your eyes can't see it. Am I making sense?
No. U.S. high schoolers have dropped to 17th in science, 25th in math, and a troubling 180th place in the basic cognitive awareness most humans develop as toddlers. Secretary of Education Arnie Duncan is asking Congress to fund increased after-school disguise and reveal programs.
It's time to get the kids excited to learn the most obvious mental concepts that make us capable of functioning.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to do better. It's just I don't know how I'm supposed to learn anything if I don't even have a teacher.
I'm still here, Vanessa.
Some educators worry that too much focus placed on object permanence might take away from other important skills, such as